Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Fire Emblem Three Houses. We are continuing on with our Explore session today. Chapter 4. How's it going, Rolf?
Yeah. I bet the enemy is using this assassination nonsense just to sneak in and raid the pantry. What do you think, Professor?
It's definitely that. They're definitely after the food.
Oh, I'm right, all right. My animal instinct is telling me that the enemy is after our best meats.
You're the best, Rolf. Okay. The badge of graduation might be Aloise's as well.
Really? You'd best keep your distance. In this nervous state, I might just cut you down.
You wouldn't, Catherine. Please don't.
Oh, come on. I'm only kidding. Need something until that's... You'd best... Oh, this is
cool.
mine. Huh.
Okay, we don't have any supports unlocked yet.
Might you have come looking for me because you were worried about my safety?
I was worried.
I'm quite all right, but your concern means a great deal. Well, I had...
Not lost items.
Well, I had...
Okay, not yet. We're gonna get another owl feather once we complete this mission, so I'll use that one as well.
Well...
Okay, no items in there.
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination?
Indeed.
Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
Wellness herbs. Herbs that aid with persistent headaches. They probably belong to an adult with a taste for liquor. And it's in Manuela's room. Okay, there is somebody over here.
Well...
Professor, seems like donations to the monastery aren't actually kept here. That means the enemy isn't likely to be interested in money. We should turn our attention elsewhere. Then again, I guess some of the plants in the greenhouse could sell for a lot. But that can't really be it, can it?
Nope. Actually, let's
Seems like
try...
that means- then again, someone...
Oh, okay.
Professor!
Isn't it Catherine who teaches brawling?
That boy who assists the Archbishop. Cyril, I believe? I hear he's originally from a foreign land to the east called Almyra. I know he's still only a child, but I do wonder about his true intentions.
Rude. Bunch of racists.
That's so. There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
Historically accurate. Okay, I'm gonna run over to Catherine and I'm gonna do brawl training. And I probably do at least want to get his C rank cast bars, because that brings down the threshold for the recruit. I
You'd
believe.
best keep...
Professor.
Speaking of, can you imagine the Archbishop being murdered? I prefer not to consider such a gruesome scenario.
Yeah, I'm sure, Hubert. Frightening thought.
That easy to get under your skin, is it?
I want to punch you right now.
Really? Hey, you.
Listen, the goddess's home is in the sky. She lives on a bright and shining star. But in the spring, you can't see that star. That means she can't protect Fodlan. That's why we all celebrate the day when her star returns to the sky. That's the day of the rite of rebirth. See? See? I've been studying. I know just about everything.
Everything you know is a lie. The goddess lives inside of me. I will smite you.
That
You know,
reminds me.
scar some children, why not?
People seem to think that all the knights of Seros are equal, but that isn't quite so. There are many distinguishing ranks within the order. For example, there are squires who are training to become knights, as well as full knights, like myself. Oh, and then we have the holy knights, such as Catherine. Those are the knights that can wield a hero's relic.
Hello.
Impossible. Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
Okay, doesn't look like there's an item down there.
Professor.
Hey, Flane.
Professor, I am afraid I have acted a bit childishly toward my brother recently. Given the circumstances, I requested that he provide me with some candies. Silly of me, really. The timing was improper, and I regret it very much now. Oh, but more importantly, this place is off limits, Professor. It is only open to the public on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth.
Flane, you're a sweet
Here's an
girl.
idea.
Mysterious notebook. Belongs to someone who likes telling jokes. Eloise.
On the day of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the divine Seros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
Okay, that's all the investigation notes. Alright, we'll talk to you, Ash. Oh, buddy. I'm sorry, man. Ash is such
I
a
can't stop
good guy.
thinking about Lonato. I'm sorry, Professor. I know this isn't the time, but I just can't get past it.
He was basically your father. It's to be expected.
Thank you. No matter what happens, I promise you I'll do my part. Huh? I'm really... I can't stop. I'm sorry. Hello there.
Hello.
Let's see. The monastery's so big. How can we narrow down the list of possible targets? The only places I can think of are the vault and the library, and I guess that's it.
Right.
Well,
about 20 or so years ago, there was a big fire in Garreg Mach. On that day, Captain Gerald went missing. Everyone thought he was dead. It never occurred to me that he might actually have survived. The truly strange part is that in all those years, he hasn't changed a bit.
Yeah, we know a little bit about that, don't we? I'd like to borrow a book from the library, but there are so many to choose from that I can't decide. Do you have any recommendations? You'd probably like Lug and the Maiden of Wind. This is Ash. History? Oh, all of these are kind of like about Fargus. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I knew it was the wrong one after I picked it. Probably Lug. Mercy? Being a bit older than everyone else, I want the others to rely on me like an older sister. Is there anything I can do to make myself more approachable? Don't worry, you already are, honestly. That's the absolute truth. There is a person with whom I do not get along. Childish as it may sound, we always end up quarreling. Is there anything I can do to remedy this? Tell her you love her. Treat her like a friend. Yeah, he was talking about Manuela. You know, in case anybody didn't get there.
Have you visited in general? But, well, we have a lot. Oh, this is...
You're welcome. Where was Manuela? She was here, yeah.
Hey, Professor, as I blame... Wherever did this turn up?
Now, the sword could be Caspar. He's the kind of guy who might have a replica of Catherine's weapon. And he trains a lot.
Professor? Oh, hey, do you know he only writes... Yeah, that's definitely
Great. Let's go turn in this quest. Then we're gonna try and support up Rhea.
I see. Thanks. That was a big help. And on the day of the rite, it'll be open to the public, making it easier than ever to get inside. That's gotta be it, right? Something the church values above all else.
It's the Holy Mausoleum.
Bullseye. We don't know the enemy's intentions, not yet. But our best bet is that their target will be the Holy Mausoleum.
Okay.
I am grateful.
Okay, what else would she like? Traveling art or coins? I know that coins is Aloise. Art would be somebody like Ignatz. Huh. I don't know if there's any particular flower that she likes.
Appreciate.
We have several roses, though. I could look these up, but I'm not going to. Because who needs to be efficient? Girl, why are you being difficult?
I appreciate. I appreciate.
Come on, I gotta be close, right?
I appreciate.
This is probably fun for my viewers. You enjoying this? You know what? There it is, it's locked. That was a huge waste. I really wish that the icon would show up even on instances like this, but I understand why it doesn't. I kind of want to reload. Kinda. I'll be back, because that was a waste. So, I'm not going to make you guys watch this again, but I am going to reload and get through all that stuff again. I am back. And this time, as I went through everything, I did terrible at the advice box. Everything was different, and I failed them all, because I'm terrible at that. And I also did one extra thing, Aloise. I actually had him also train me in Fist, which got me to a D rank in Fist. So, that's the only thing that's different. Okay. So, at this point, we're going to have to check after every single one of these. There, that was enough to get her. And when I reloaded, I did check to make sure that I didn't already have this, and I did not. So, that was all I needed to get that, so now I'll be able to get that support whenever it unlocks. Right? Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure it didn't surpass the point where I could actually do that, which I didn't think it did, but just in case. Okay. So, now I have 7 more events I can do. Let's cook with Mercy. An HP plus 3, Dex plus 2, Luck plus 2, Defense, Resistance. What's going to help us against the Death Knight? Anything?
I enjoy baking sweets, but I'm not sure how I'll do cooking other types of food. I see. Cooking is much more exciting than studying or training. Wow.
Okay. The Head Chef Challenge.
That smell. This is the...
There he is. Do they have one? No, they do not.
That I'm so...
That'll work.
I appreciate any good meal.
I'll fondly remember eating this meal with you.
Caspar and Hilda.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff.
It's kind of nice to break bread with you.
Okay, everybody in our party's good. Now, let's check our roster. Let's maybe have tea with Lorenz. I'm gonna save before I do this. Just check and make sure Lorenz isn't one of the ones that I have a support with. And see if we can get his charm up.
Okay.
Are we real? If so, I find it...
Okay. Never mind. How about... Rafa?
So, yeah, I bet... Huh.
Come on. Really? That's not going to be frustrating at all. We could do Claude. His I was looking at the wrong thing. Resistance. Charm. Ignatz. He's in the cathedral, I think. Oh my god. There we go.
Let's be honest, the only place. You have my thanks.
Alright, I'm awful at tea time, so... In fact, I may look up what their favorites are. Okay, I don't actually have one of his favorites, so...
You have my thanks. This flavor is splendid. All right.
I'm counting on you?
I get it. Yes?
Would he like the opera? Is that...
I can't believe
Yeah.
it.
He respects the arts.
Yes?
Thanks for everything.
All right.
Haha!
I think it's good to have a hobby. Some people say it's a waste of time, but I think it's nice.
Nod.
I can't believe it.
Perfect.
Thank you for the delicious tea. I'd be happy to join you again whenever you like.
Well, that went well. Great. Happy and Balthus are pretty low on the charm as well. I could try one of them. Oh, hi. Yes. We'll talk to Marianne.
Professor? There's something I need to say.
I'm happy to listen. What's up?
Thank you. How should I put this? I don't seem to be getting along with everyone. I don't contribute much either.
Oh, girl.
Am I a nuisance to you, Professor? If so, I'll leave. Of course, my adoptive father may not understand, but if I must...
It's not like that. Your adoptive father?
Oh, my adoptive father is one of the new nobles of the Alliance. His territory is to the north.
New nobles.
He was a distant relative who took me in after my parents vanished. He's blessed with great drive and ambition. Some may go so far as to call it avarice.
Her parents disappeared and he's a distant relative.
He wishes to marry me off to a powerful noble. That's why he sent me to the academy.
Does she have a crest?
If I left now, I'm sure he'd have a strong opinion about it. Ah, sorry. I strayed away from the topic. I'm not good at telling stories either.
He'd have a strong opinion about it.
He wishes to marry me off to...
I understand.
Good. I'm glad. So, as I was saying, are you sure I'm not bothering you, Professor?
Not in the slightest.
Oh, I'm so grateful to hear you say that. What I'm trying to say is, you should keep your distance. I'm more trouble than I'm worth.
I won't agree to that.
You only say that because you don't know the real me.
What
I'm sorry,
happened?
I have to go.
What happened? Something happened in her past that makes her hate herself. What happened? Oh my god. Marianne must be protected at all costs.
Huh?
Okay, the two people who can train us in fists have done so already. So yeah, I think we'll do tea time.
My fists are itching for a brawl. Hopefully, I get first crack at those poor fools.
Okay. Happy is down here.
Nice. Not to be... Although, hey, I bet you'll... Thanks.
Okay. Okay, what are her favorite teas? Cinnamon blend, force spice, and Dagda. I don't think I have those either. Okay.
Thanks for the invite. Thanks. Tastes pretty strong. What?
Cats, maybe?
Yep.
Nice. She likes cats, okay.
What?
Ooh, not that. Plans for the future, probably, amongst these.
Nice.
And... the view from the bridge? Gifts you'd like to receive?
Nope.
Ugh! Is it good enough to get the
That was
charm?
way more fun than I...
Yes, it was. Good.
Nice.
Ooh, that made me nervous. Okay. At this point, let's see. Hilda and Caspar. Cool. Oh. Well then.
That doesn't feel good at all. Ugh, why did he have to punch me so hard?
Hey, Caspar. Something the matter?
Oh, Hi, Hilda.
I could see these
Yeah,
two
just got in a
together
little fight.
easily.
No big deal. Definitely won.
Your face is all swollen. That looks painful. Come on, let's get you to the infirmary.
Well, she's actually being sweet to him in a way.
That's really too much. Like I said, I'm fine.
Don't argue, just come along. You look ghoulish.
Ouch.
Huh? Maybe it's worse than I thought. Oh, whatever. It can't hurt to have it looked at.
There, that should do it. You'll be all right now.
Great. Thanks, Hilda. I had no idea you were so good at this.
I always tended to my big brother's wounds, so I have lots of experience. I'm curious, though. Why are you always getting into fights? You really got hurt. Surely it would have been better not to bother.
It's not like I go looking for fights, and I'm not always the one who starts them. There are just a lot of guys in this world who won't listen to reason. Somebody's got to beat some sense into them.
So that's why you're always picking fights. Why not ignore them, or ask someone else for help?
Maybe that's how you'd handle it, but I can't just look the other way.
How very gallant. But maybe you should try showing a little restraint.
You really think that?
Telling him how it really is.
Yes, I do. I don't think you can solve all your problems by throwing a few punches.
But hey, a good partner makes somebody better, right? See, they're perfect together. I'm already liking this pairing.
The world's a big place. At this moment, all over Fodlan, countless people are in some kind of trouble. But they'll figure things out one way or another, even without you there. Try to hold back and see what happens. Maybe you'll be surprised. Besides, if you're always picking fights, you might get so badly injured that you can't protect me.
Now, that's a good point right there. I guess I could give this whole restraint thing a shot.
Ship it, ship it, ship it. Okay. Where do I go to fast travel out of here? Okay, and that actually takes me back to the monastery, right? I think it does. We'll finish out these last supports and then move on. We still haven't unlocked Blacksmith, and that is distressing for me, to say the least. Do I need to do any fishing? Guy didn't even load in yet. Sweet. One fish. Let's go. And it's gold. Well, won't be able to sell that one for a while. We still haven't unlocked that store.
Okay.
Professor.
Nice. This will help us recruit
Hey, Professor,
him.
what's going on?
There's a suspicious man.
A suspicious man? Where? Oh, is that him? What do you think he's up to? Never mind that. Let's get him.
Let's keep watch for now. Hold on.
Keep watch? It's so boring. My instincts tell me that he's up to no good, and my instincts are never wrong. Come on, let's get him before he has a chance to strike.
You need to calm down.
There's no time to calm down. I'm just gonna... Oh no. The path he's walking down leads to the plaza where the kids play. There's no way I'm letting this guy get anywhere near those kids.
And we're in trouble.
Caspar, why did you disobey your professor?
Well,
I am not seeking excuses from you. I asked because I want you to consider your actions and apologize for them. It just so happens that you were correct in your assumption that this man was a villain. If that were not so, he would not have chosen to take his own life upon seeing you advancing toward him.
Great! So I
Quite an extreme measure.
But, because of your actions, that is all we know. There is no way for us to know who he was, what he was planning to do, or if he has allies lurking about. The only lead we have is a scorpion tattooed on his arm. If this indicates that he was a member of an underground organization, we have no way of dealing with it. Are you prepared to be held responsible if his group commits a serious crime?
So the Scorpion Gang has to have ties to those who slither, right? They were going after kids. Kidnapping kids is kind of what the Death Knight and those who slither are doing right now. I will take responsibility.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
What are you talking about, Professor? We didn't do anything wrong. Those kids might have been in danger if we didn't act. I couldn't just stand by and let that happen.
And when we do Yuri's mission, we're gonna supposedly be going up against the Scorpion Gang. So maybe that'll give us a little bit more info. Alright, one more. One more. It was a long explore session, wasn't it? We accomplished quite a bit, though.
Hey, Teach, hold on a minute, okay? I'm gonna have this cleared up in no time.
What are you doing?
I came across a fascinating book about poisons, and so I wanted to try mixing one up myself.
All right.
And done.
Wily.
What do you think of that, Teach? A colorless, odorless poison. Say, care to test it out for me?
That's a big no. What does it do?
In 2 days' time, you'll have a terrible case of, let's call it stomach trouble. It's a peaceful poison, so you'll live, but you'll certainly be inconvenienced. I hear your silent question, Teach. Why the delay? That's so it can be used even if you don't have access to the target when you need the poison to take effect. Naturally, I have no immediate plans for this stuff. I suppose I just felt like broadening the old horizons a bit. When devising schemes, it's best to have as many options at your disposal as possible. Expanding those options is kind of a hobby for me.
Why such a dangerous hobby? I mean, I'm a little concerned, but also respect to Claude.
Well, I grew up in an environment where it was necessary to think that way. It's like I told you before, I wasn't born into a life of luxury.
I guess not.
Ever since I was a child, I've always been seen as different from those around me. An outsider of sorts.
It seems like he was born in a different land, probably from people from two different places. So one was the Lady Regan, who I don't remember her name, and the other was probably like an Almiran. So yeah, he's probably biracial, which in some cultures is not something that people like sometimes, which is gross and wrong, but it happens. I wonder if he had to deal with that. Like maybe if he was born in Elmira and lived in Elmira for a long time. Maybe, yeah. Interesting. I don't know. We have to learn more.
I've been resented and hated. There have even been attempts on my life. I don't believe I've earned such treatment, but that's how it goes for people like me.
People could also just want to kill him because he has Regan blood, and they don't want him to succeed. I don't think of you as an outsider.
Thanks, Teach. You know, in many ways, I'm just a normal person like everyone else. But in the right environment, anyone could be seen as an outsider. It can become overwhelming. And that's why I kept running, kept fighting. As a kid, I spent a lot of time licking my wounds and coming up with schemes, trying to keep my nose out of trouble while plotting against my enemies. My parents always told me I wouldn't grow stronger if I didn't learn to fight my own battles. And so in the end, I did. And I grew up to be as independent, as self-reliant as my parents always wished for me to be. Lucky me, right?
You've been through a lot. You did grow up well. Both of those are good answers.
If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it must be you, eh, Teach? I get the feeling you know what it's like to be an outsider. The moment I first laid eyes on you, I knew you weren't like everyone else. People don't care for folks like that. You do well to watch your back. On the bright side, that's also part of the reason that I find you so interesting.
All right. All right. Interesting stuff. Let's move on.
I've got a
That's
question.
not what I wanted to do. I went one too far. My God. Wow. Wow. Oh, jeez. Can't believe that. Good thing I just saved, huh? Come on, you can do it, game. I'm surprised it doesn't have like a confirmation, considering I still had 7 things that I could do. You'd think that they'd have a confirmation at the very least, unless if you had any training sessions left. Alright, Lorenz, I'm realizing when he gets classed into his other classes, is not going to be using Faith. So basically his class right now can use Faith, but nothing else can, so I'm going to go back to the Lance and Reason. Because, you know, why not change everybody's goals every single week? And you, I'm going to manually work on your axe a little bit because you are probably going to have to go through a brigand class to get you the mastery skill.
Guess I'm...
That's going to be the case for several of my melee characters, I think. You're already going to be on your way towards that. Sylvain, what are your goals? Okay, we have you learning axe, so you'll go through that. And then we'll make you an armored knight after you go through brigand. Leonie, do I want to do that with you as well? I honestly might want to.
Nope. I'm getting...
Okay, Balthus is already going to go through that path, which is good. Okay.
I've come... I'm beginning...
Okay, probably this week he'll roll his reason over. You're on a roll, girl.
That was not...
I probably do want him to do a little bit of sword. He'll mostly use his bow, but I may also want him to be able to have a sword for some melee attacks. She's pretty far away from the point where I might be making her a dark flyer. But flying only needs to be C for that. Huh, okay. That won't be too difficult. That won't be too difficult at all. Alright, we are out of sessions. Now what I could do is do Lysithea and Leonie for this. I mean, Claude will just naturally get his Lord classes, so he doesn't necessarily need to learn how to fly. Yeah, let's do that. Have a lot more people focusing on authority, which I think is nice. So you're good on that for now. So actually, I'm gonna do Lance and Axe for you as your goal. Just so that you can go through a brigand class. Okay.
Thoughts?
A friend of mine's deep in debt, but every time he gets his hands on some money, he ends up giving it to someone he thinks needs it more. Is he going about it all wrong? Is this friend of yours you, Balthus? Your friend, in quotes. Your friend should focus on repaying the debt.
I'll think on that.
I'll. Yeah, you slipped up, buddy. Constance
Professor.
is laughing at you behind your back. When I envision nobles in battle, I see them gallantly racing across the field on horseback, trusty lance in hand. It is my duty to meet this ideal, hence my interest in lance and riding. No. Balthus's birthday. I wish I could save before doing this. Okay, what do you like, Balthus? What's your favorite tea? Let's see. Ginger and Almiron? We do have ginger.
What's the latest, pal? Got it? Holst used to make me this tea all the time. Huh? Nothing. Forget it. Thanks. Nice brew. Really?
Likeable allies or a new gambit?
What do you know? Really?
Okay. Overcoming weakness seems like a good one for him. Things that bother you could... He seems pretty easygoing. Cool. We got it.
Really?
And... mountain folk traditions, maybe? I don't know. Working hours for guards, or I'm counting on you. Had to pick one quick there. Okay. What did he say? I didn't even listen. I didn't even listen. Sip tea. Oh my gosh, I didn't even read what he said. Oh, whew. Whew. I don't know why I get so nervous on these. I'm traditionally very bad at them, so.
That tea was delicious. Hey, think I can drink the next cup in one go?
I may actually, like, I'm looking up their favorite teas, but I'm not really looking at the answers, so, but I might in the future, like what the preferred answers are. Just because charm, I hear, is so damn important in this game. St. Sethlene Day is today. There will be a hymn recital in the cathedral. Yes, I will participate. Okay.
Everyone should sing louder. It feels so good just to let it out.
Singing with others is a nice change of pace. Usually I do it when I'm alone.
I still have much to learn.
I'm ever so grateful. Let's see this through. Yeah, let's get this done. We did a fine job.
My efforts have borne.
Impressed yet?
Mastery is within. I learn with my heart.
When do you get dark spikes? Do you have dark spikes yet? We need to check that. I should have been paying attention to that this last month. We might need to get to rank B in order to get dark spikes. Huh. Okay, calendar-wise, what are we looking at? So, I think next weekend we'll do our battles. So, maybe today we can seminar. Or we could explore again. Which might be better, considering the seminar only gives us a plus 50 back in motivation. So if I explore today, then on the 14th instruction, I can focus on her reason again. We might not make it. I didn't think about that. I forgot to, Did I focus on her reason when I was training her? Because if I... Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're gonna explore today. Get our motivations back up. And do our fights in the next one. Luck. Cool.
Professor.
Sure.
Great timing, Professor. I was just going to come find you. Are you busy? I have a question about formations. I don't understand them at all. Are the speed of battle and the terrain connected somehow? There's too much to memorize.
You don't have to remember everything, Roth. It's okay.
I don't? Then what do I have to know? I think I understand the basics. To start, you just... Ah, okay. I think I've got it. Thanks for the help, Professor. Brains and brawn. You've really got it all. With your help, I should have no trouble becoming a proper knight.
Why do you want to be a knight?
Huh? Didn't I tell you? My parents were merchants of the Alliance. They died in an accident. That's why it's up to me to look after my little sis. I'm not great with bookkeeping, so I don't think I'd make a good merchant. I talked to Grandpa, and he suggested I become a knight. So I sold all our valuables and used the money to pay my way into the academy. My sis won't survive if I get kicked out, so I can't give up now.
Had you no other options?
I might have tried being a mercenary if I didn't have my little sis to look after.
That's fair.
I probably shouldn't say this, but being a mercenary does sound like an easier life. Mercenaries have no responsibilities, and no one else to worry about. But someone's got to take care of my little sis.
He's a good guy.
So that's out of the question. Serving as a knight in a noble house is more secure, And you don't have to worry about dying, unless there's a war. My sis has been through so much. I don't want her to have to worry about me. Hey, do you have any siblings, Professor?
No.
Then you probably think I'm missing out on my freedom, having to support her, huh? But working hard for my sister isn't too bad. Call it a burden, call it a challenge. If it makes my sister happy, I'm happy too. You should ask your father to have some more kids. Anyway, that's why I've got to become a proper knight.
Good for you, Ruff. Yeah, that'd be a weird conversation to have with Geralt. Okay. Just real quickly, because I will forget to do this if I don't. That will help a little bit. Don't know if we'll make it, but we're gonna try. Oh, I should have teleported to the room.
Okay.
Ah, there you are. Can we talk? I need a favor, and you strike me as the charitable type.
Oh, this doesn't bode well.
Perceptive, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't ask, but I need some gold.
Why am I not surprised? This is out of the question.
Hard times all around then. Well, it was worth a shot. Guess that debt collector traveled all the way to Garreg Mach for nothing.
Is he going to give me a mission too, to deal with his debt collectors, his loan sharks?
But it is what it is.
You'd better work hard to pay him back, Balthus.
No, it's a lose-lose. I owe the church too. That means any work I do here, they take a cut. The only way to escape my financial burden is to get clear out of Fodlan.
Good luck out there.
Wow. Cold as ice. You know, I was just joking, yeah?
Uh-huh.
We all have to
That's why I'm giving you a
decide
hard
where
time.
we belong and then fight for it. Can't let your wallet control your fate. If money was all I cared about, I never would have walked away from inheriting a baron's house.
I didn't know that about you.
It's nothing. It was a minor house in the east of the Alliance. I like to say I stepped aside for the good of the house. Has a nicer ring to it than saying I just wasn't cut out for the gig. Or that I lacked the right temperament. My distinguished little bro took my place. Fact is, he's a much better man for the job.
No answer.
Don't go feeling sorry for me now. I didn't mind one bit. Truth is, I'd have been miserable in that life.
I believe
Having that title was nothing but fuss. Fuss is the worst. This way of life suits me much better. And you?
What about me?
You showing up at Garreg Mach was a coincidence wrapped in happenstance. Your pops was a renowned mercenary leader. It can be safely assumed you'll follow in his footsteps. But don't you ever feel like that life was decided for you?
I mean, you've got a point.
I know. And I suggest you start choosing your fate instead of just letting it happen. Why keep breathing if your life isn't your own, yeah? Well, there's a decided lack of gold here, so I'll be off now. You think on what I said?
I don't know, I kind of enjoy leading children to instances where they have to murder people. It's fun for me. Because I'm a monster. Anyway, we're going to end this episode right here. On that fun note, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.